Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's Pete J.
And Pete J, we are at home one more time here in lovely Phoenix, Arizona. We've been here forever and one day. We're about to head out on the road after this one. But before we leave, it's worth noting that the Beewolves are on a hot streak.
Yes, they are.
Did you know that?
I did. I did know that.
In fact, if I'm looking at it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of their last 8 games they've won. It makes them one of the hottest teams in the league.
Yes, it does. It does. And after starting the season like 0-4, that's a pretty good turnaround.
It is. It is. Yeah, that leaves them here. Now they got a winning record. They're 7-5, looking at really extending that. And we'll talk a little bit about the last game. I guess we might as well bring that up before we talk about this game. So, as is too often the case, Pete, the Beewolves give up the lead early, really early. This coming on 2 outs is an unfortunate theme with the Beewolves. The first to score is Edwin Chops, who launches one up and out just over the center field wall with a runner already on, and the Warblers grab a 2-0 lead before the Beewolves even get up to bat. But with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, Bertha Banks gets even with this outfield grounder that brings Alora Franco home from third, and it's a 1-run game. Deshaun Levon remains composed as he racks up a K against Sherwood to close out the top of the fourth. Some sportsmanship shown by Sherwood after the fact. He keeps it going, closing out the top of the fifth against Ash Lewis in 3 consecutive pitches. But the top of the sixth, he throws an ill-advised fastball to Lennox Haley, who fires it into the gangway in right center field with a runner on, adding 2 more to the Warblers' lead, making it a difficult 4-1 obstacle for the Beewolves to overcome, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, that would be the last we'd see of Deshaun Levon. Winder comes in to relieve him, getting to work quickly by striking out Liam Sherwood to close out the top of the sixth. That's when the Beewolves started the comeback. The red-hot Billy LeBoink drives one out into the outfield, bringing Dexter's around from second, making it 4-2. And he does it again, Pete, just 1 inning later, this time with 2 runners on. He jumps on this meatball of a pitch and slams it out into left field, putting the Beewolves out in front by a single run. A 3-run home run with 2 of his good buddies on the base. Great to see Billy LeBoink still pushing it like that.
Yeah, that's it was the second 3-run home run of the season.
Yeah, wow. And that's how the game would end then. A great run one run come from behind victory, making 8 victories in the last 9, or did I say, I think 7 in the last 8. It's safe to say the Beewolves are currently the hottest team in the league.
Yes, sir. And then you can't overlook the contribution that Dusty Winder put into that game. Going 3 innings and not giving up any runs after Deshaun Levon left. So it was a great game. Great game.
It was. Now, talking a little bit about the Crocodons, which is the next team coming up here, just to mention a couple things. This team is, there's some of the faces. You see them there, some familiar faces. Much of the team is the same, but they also made some big moves, though. First of all, picking up the A-ranked Ada Cisneros, second base, 33-year-old. She's paying $13 million. Played her last season of the Water Bullets. Got 8 home runs there with 289 average. This season she's got 3 and 9. So that's probably their biggest move. Other than that, you go down, they picked up Tig Tantrum just a couple days ago. Tig used to play here in Phoenix for the Sandcats last season. In fact, he played 14 games. He was 10 for 42 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. So Tig's a good addition to the team. He'll play left field there. You got Biff Noggins, who I don't remember where Biff came from, but he played somewhere else, played 6 games. They picked him up. Really, the bottom of their whole lineup here. Sammy Shigatani. Now, some of these are bench players. She was picked up, and Jefe Manzano as a backup catcher. But pitching, I think, is what you mentioned, Pete, was like really crazy with these guys.
Yeah, especially Javita Pulo. Last time I had checked, she was. I thought she was number 1 on the number 1 player in the league. I just checked again. She's fallen to 6th. But I mean, really, when you look at her stats, she started 3 games, and she's got a 1.39 ERA,
Yeah.
1.89 ERA. She's given up 4 runs in 3 games.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
.95 WHIP. She's struck out 27.
Wow.
27. That's almost 10 strikeouts a game she's averaging.
Yeah.
She's only given up 14 hits. Opponent batting average against her, or maybe that's her batting average. No, I think that's batting average against, right? It's 0.197.
Yeah. Not sure.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's impressive.
Yes, it is. It is. I tend to think that's the batting average against is 0.197. She's got the 27 strikeouts. She's only walked 4, and she's only given up 1 long ball, Tom.
Wow. $17.3 million a year too. She's really.
Yeah, she's earning it. She's earning it.
And they also pick up, reliever. They picked up an A+ reliever, Raleigh Avero. Played for the Grapplers last year. He had a losing record, but so far this year he's 1-0, and he's got a 2.4 ERA in 2 games. He's making $14.8 million as a reliever fee.
Really?
That's crazy stuff.
For grab. Yeah.
Well,
so their pitching staff, yeah, you got to be careful of it. I mean, Javita Pulo, who we'll be seeing, and of course you're only going to see one starter. Raleigh Avero, like Tom mentioned, an A+ reliever. Then they got Woody Anno, who's a B-, so he's not too bad, too shabby behind him. So, yeah, they're got a pretty good pitching staff, and it wasn't long ago that they were leading the league in run differential. I thought they were what was like plus 36 or something, weren't they?
Yeah. Let's see if season stands. You look right now, they're plus 26. I think it's still the best plus positive run differential in the league.
You know, I just got to look at the freebooters. Wow.
Yeah, poor lowly freebooters. Well, before we go into this game, we're going to tell you about. We're going to show you some scores. There's 13 other games that came over the wire. The first one, the Sawteeth out in Oakland playing the Outlaws. Pete, you want to start us off with that one?
Certainly, the Sawteeth travel to Oakland to take on the Outlaws. It's a back and forth battle, and the Outlaws win it 4-3.
Buzzards go out to San Jose to play the Grapplers. Grapplers beat them 2-0.
The Burners and the Arctics, and it's Burners all day, 12-4.
Our Sandcats go out to St. Louis to play the Hot Corners. Hot Corners jump out, take an early lead. Sandcats come back. It's back and forth. The Sandcats win at 7-6.
The Jacks and the Water Bullets, take that one 6-1.
Sirloins go up to Detroit, where they used to play the Heaters, and they take it 4-3.
The Philadelphia Freedom and the Platypi out and take that one 7-1.
Those lowly freebooters go out to the Blowfish, and the Blowfish pound them 4-0.
The Front Runners and the Overdogs, and it's Front Runners 7-1.
The Warblers, after we played them, go out to the Nemesis, and they beat them 2-1.
The Moose and the Herbisaurs jump out to a huge lead. Holy cow, and make it even bigger. Herbisaurs win 15-3.
Both New York Wild Loaders, 6-3 Wild Pigs.
The Moonstars and the Gold Coats, and it's Moonstars 7-2.
Boy, I couldn't get that Wild Pigs Wide Loads. It's a tongue twister.
I was going to say.
So the stats, the standings of the Pete, you want to start as Pioneer Conference?
I certainly will. The Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, the Crocodons, who we'll be taking on later today, still hold a half-game lead in the Pathfinder Division. They have a record of 8-4, and they have a half-game lead over the Blowfish, who are sitting just behind them at 8-5.
In the Uncharted Division, those Wild Pigs, coming off that win, are now tied for first place at a 9-4 record with the San Diego Platypi. They are both a half game ahead of the Oakland Outlaws, who are 8-4. A big turnaround this season for that team.
Yes, sir. The Journey Division, our sister team, the Sandcats, with a record of 7-6, still maintain first place, but right behind them, knocking on the door, are the Grapplers, who are sitting in second place with a record of 6-7 and only 1 game back.
I forgot to mention the Uncharted Division, the only division so far with every team with a positive run differential.
Ours
is close. Explorer Conference, Seafair Division, the Philadelphia Frontrunners are tied in first place with the Houston Jacks. Those two teams perennially just hand in hand up to the playoffs. They both have a 7-6 record. They are both 2 games ahead of both the Overdogs and the Heaters, leaving only the Gold Coats out behind.
And then in our very own trade division, the Water Bullets and the Sirloins are knotted up at the top. with records of 9-4, and they hold a game and a half lead over our very own Beewolves, who are sitting alone in second place, locked in second place with a record of 7-5. And as I said, they're a game and a half back.
Very nice. And to finish things off in the Curiosity Division, the San Diego Moonstars, also 9-4 at the top of their league. They are a full 2 games ahead of the San Jose Sawteeth, who are 7-6. And that brings us to today's game, regular season game 13 of 44. We're in the second quarter. It's the 8-4 Crocodons, who are known as the rotation aces, are going up against our 7-5 Beewolves. The Crocs, as you said, Pete, bringing one of the best pitchers in the league, Jovita Pulo, the right-hander, could buy her own Gulfstream with the money she makes. She throws the ball super hard, puts crazy movement on it, and she's deadly accurate. She's 2-0 on the season with a 1.89 ERA, a 0.95 whip, and like you mentioned, one of the better performances for any pitcher in the few seasons that we've been watching the game.
Yeah, she's really setting the league on fire. Backing her up, they've got Cisneros at second base, and she's locked in. She's got extreme power, extreme ability to connect, and she's got better than average speed on the base pass. She's hitting .214 with 2 home runs. Candela at first base, he also is locked in. He's got better than average power, better than average connectivity, and about average speed. He's hitting .310 with 2 home runs. And then Chukov, the catcher, who looks like he may be ailing a little bit. He's got less than average speed. He's got excellent fielding, and he's got an amazing arm back there behind home plate. He's only hitting 185 on the season with no home runs.
And yeah, I forgot to mention, what did I mean? Oh yeah, not only extreme rotation aces, like their starting lineup, look at their bullpen. Like when they got to go to the pen, it's only slightly less. Their pitching is the name of their game.
Exactly. Yeah, well, they keep people off of the base pass, and they in turn are able to put runs on the board.
Well, the only way we could try it is putting our star out there, Hurley Bender, our star right-hander. His first game back, we're taking one right off the orbital socket, and that last game he played it, he's back on the mound. It'll be good to see him leaving in the first round of that injury. He throws the ball harder than most. He throws crazy junk on it. That's why they call him Hurley. And he's super accurate. He's 1-1 on the season with a 4.41 ERA and a 1.53 whip. So he's looking to bring his numbers down a little bit tonight, Pete.
Yeah, and he's excited about the challenge. He knows how good Jovita Pulo is, and he relishes the opportunity to go, head to head with her. So he's going to have the old standards. Laura Franco at first base with excellent power, very good ability to connect, very good speed on the base pass. She's hitting .375 with 2 home runs. Henley Dexter is our superstar shortstop. He's got about average power, a little bit better than average power, but he's got a very good ability to connect, very good speed on the base pass. He's hitting .318 with 3 home runs. And then Buster Biggs in left field with very good power, better than average ability to connect, and very good speed on the base pass. He's hitting .312 with 3 home runs. So that right there, 8 home runs to their 5.
Yeah, impressive. Good
yes,
offense.
Sir.
That brings us to the batting order. Getting the lineup from the assistant coach goes like this. Hanley Dexter is starting off things, batting first, playing shortstop. He's followed quickly behind by Buster Biggs, as they say. Buster will be batting left field and batting second. Batting third, Laura Franco at first base. So cleanup today is going to be Steve Monstour. He's coming in. Eliza Peck is not only out, but she's tense. So Steve Monstour is going to be doing our cleanup today. It's been a couple games since he's been in. Billy LeBoink will bat fifth.
Peck's been very good defensively, but she has been struggling at the plate since the season started, really.
Yeah, she is. Billy LeBoink batting fifth, playing right field, batting sixth. Gina Torr in second base, the hottest batting average in the league, the best on-base percentage. She didn't even make the notable players, but there she is. Bertha Banks will bat seventh and play third base. Batting eighth is Magic Moore in center field. And Hurley Bender will bat ninth and pitch on the mound. He throws the forefinger, the two-finger, the cut finger, the curveball, and the slider. And here we go.
I wonder if we're gonna see something like in the last game with Torrens, where they basically walked her the first 2 times she was off.
Yeah, they're giving her respect, mad respect.
Yes, sir. Got the dome open fresh air. It's going to be a barn burner.
Yes, sir. Like that thing on fire.
Yes, sir. Now going for the Crocs today, Tommy. It's going to look a little something like this.
Or this.
Or maybe this. There you go. Drive at first base, Kane in center field, Candela at third. Cisneros playing second base, Lionaire at catching, Tantrum in left field, Pickles shortstop, Vortex in right field, and Pulo pitching. Vortex is tense. So coming up in the top of the first, lane drive, Clifford Kane and Andre Candela. Bender with his 4.41 ERA will take the bump. And we'll get this thing going here. Petroflow. Get yourself a last chance donut. Lane drive, the first baseman's neutral and fit, hitting .327, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs.
That's a lot of RBIs.
Yes, she does. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. Hurley Bender with 9 strikeouts this season. That's in there for called strike two. Lane drive now finds herself in the hole, 0-2. Bender delivers, and there's a roller. And
oh, what a play.
Laura Franco dove for the ball, couldn't corral it. Gina Torrens backed her up, though, was able to pick it up, make the throw to Hurley Bender for the first out. Clifford Kane, the center fielder, stepping into the box. He's hitting .348 with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. 1 out in the top of the first. That's in it for called strike. Strike one. Yeah, this defense behind Bender is they want to make sure they put their pitcher out front there. There's a roller, and that's it. That's going to go.
Oh!
And it was a shot, a hard ground ball back to Bender, who couldn't corral it. By the time he was able to track it down and make the throw, the batter was safe. Andre Candela hit .310 with 2 home runs. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a rocket that's going into right field. Billy LeBoy picks it up, makes the throw to third base. And we've got runners at first and second with 1 out. And Ada Cisneros, the second baseman who's locked in and fit, steps in. She's hitting .214 with 3 home runs and 9 RBI. She is known around the league as a whiffer, though. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's high, ball 2. 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. Low inside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Cisneros fouls that one off along the first base line, evens the count up 2-2. The whiffer.
Oh no.
That's pounded foul. Deep along the left field line. And Cisneros gets another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a roller foul along the third base line. Cisneros making Bender throw pitches. That's in there for a called third strike, and Ada Cisneros goes down looking. And now we got runners at first and second with 2 outs. Tara Leonaire, the catcher, steps in. She's hitting .308 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs on the season. Bender delivers. That's popped straight up into foul territory right off of home plate, and Monstour is there to make the catch. 3 outs, so a little bit of a threat there, but it was done away with. The Crocs 0, Beewolves nothing. Hanley Dexteris, Buster Biggs, and Laura Franco going to face Jovita Pulo with an ERA of 1.89. I don't know what's going on. I feel like my tongue has swollen or something. Hanley Dexteris, the superstar shortstop, known as a tough out.
Hit .318. Pretty good. Pushes that one foul down the third base line with the first pitch by Pulo. Oh, swings at a bad pitch outside. She got him chasing it. He's a tough out. 0-2 early here in the game. No score. Almost 100 miles an hour there on that ball. 1-2. Hanley pushes that one foul down the right side. Diving for it is lane drive. The first baseman makes the catch.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, neutral and fit, .312 with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. First pitch is outside, ball 1.
Oh no.
Howell was inside, but he popped that up. Ooh, out of just behind home plate. The pitcher was unable to catch up with it. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. That one's outside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Buster Biggs. That's popped up into left field. Left fielder's under it. Tantrum makes the catch for the second out. 1 and 2 pretty quickly there, Tommy.
Tantrum's first visit to the stadium here since he left. Laura Franco up with 375. First pitch outside. She's not going for that. 1-0 the count. Pulo puts that second one, tries to get her chasing it again. Still 2-0 for Laura Franco. Ooh, that one makes it low. Strike one, 2-1. Laura Franco punches it. It goes right to Cisneros in second, who pumps, throws it to the first for the third out.
So we head into the top of the second. The score is 0-0. Crocs with 2 hits, Beewolves nothing. Tig Tantrum, Norton Pickle, and Vinny Vortex all going to face off against Bender, who threw 15 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 2 hits in that first inning.
Tig Tantrum. Tig playing for the Crocs. Playing for a first-place team in Houston. Let's see if Bender can put him past him. This pitch misses outside, ball 1. Top of the second, no score here in Phoenix. That one's in there for a strike. 1-0 the count to Tantrums. Not a great hitter. He's got a lot of speed if he makes it on, but he's got a 333 average, so he's doing okay thus far. First pitch misses out, although he's only played in 1 game. I think he was 1 for 3. That one's a strike. Now we're knotted up at 2 apiece. Bender looking good out here today. First game back from his injury. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's another K for Hurley.
Now batting, the shortstop, Norton Pickle.
This brings up Norton Pickle, number 11. Shortstop for the Crocs. Hitting 189 on the season with 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Good contact hitter is Pickle. First one misses outside. Bless you, Hurley Bender. 1-0 the count. He regains his composure, gets a signal from Monstour, winds up, throws it inside to Franco. She picks it out of the air, a little line drive. 2 outs.
Right fielder,
Vinny Vortex comes up, looking a little tense thus far. It's 233 on the season. Normally a good contact hitter. Fastball inside corner makes in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Vortex. Check swing, but that's in there too. Strike 2, and Bender's in the driver's seat, hoping to put this one away without too much issue. Curveball makes it, and he hits it, but pushes it foul down third base line. Still 0-2 the count. Check swing, just misses outside corner. Ball 1. Pete thought it was a strike, folks. Vortex hanging in there, making him pitch. Pitch number 27 by Bender. Swinging a miss, strike 3. Another K. Way to end the side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going into the bottom of the second. Steve Monstour, Billy LeBoink, and Gina Torrens. Avito Pulo threw 13 pitches in that first inning. ERA's down to 1.8. Here we go, Beewolves. Let's get something going here. Steve Monstour, the catcher's neutral and fit. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting 379 on the season with 3 home runs. First pitch is outside, ball 1. That was outside as well, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Steve Monstour. Pulo throws that one inside, ball 3. 3-0 to Steve Monstour. That one's in there for a called strike, 3-1. And Pulo has walked Steve Monstour. She seems to be struggling with her accuracy today, Tommy.
I don't know. She may have been a little nervous throwing to Monstour there. LeBoink's coming up hitting 417, Pete. We got a few batters hitting for it. That's a nice arcing curve in there. Strike 1-1 the count. The pressure's up here in the bottom of the second. She evens that out with a ball, 1 apiece. That one's on the outside corner. 101 miles an hour, strike 2. Check swing, ball 2. Good patience there, Billy LeBlanc. Way to pull it back. Ooh, hits a swinging bunt. She throws it to second for the first out and over to first for the double play. That one was up near his hands.
She shattered it that bad. Gina Torrens, the second baseman's neutral and fit, hitting 457 with no home runs, 4 RBIs on the season. There's a shot. That's Pickle has laid out to get it, but he's not going to be able to throw out. Pickle, the shortstop, was able to knock it down, but couldn't throw out the speedy Gina Torrens. So the Torrens standing at first base with 2 outs.
Great wheels, Torrens. Bertha Banks comes up. She breaks the 400 mark, hitting exactly 400. Popped a nice, easy pop fly in the center field. That'll be the 3rd out. Underneath it is Kane for number 3.
Come on, Bertha. Okay, so the Crocodons, no runs, 2 hits. Beewolves, no runs, 1 hit. Helvita Pulo's first at bat. Lane drive, 0 for 1, and Clifford Kane, 1 for 1. Bender threw 27 pitches with 3 strikeouts. Giving up 2 hits. His ERA is down to 3.93. Helvita Pulo, the starting pitcher, is locked in and fit. Her first at bat of the season. I find that hard to believe, Tommy.
Yeah.
Allen's high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Pulo. Bender delivers a swing and a miss, and Pulo evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs in the top of the third, still scoreless. That's in there for a called second strike, and Pulo finds herself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bender delivers. Oh, just inside with that one. Evens the count up 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Jovita Pulo is another victim of the Bender K.
Veritable beetle.
I know. Lane drive the first baseman. I don't know what's going on. Lane drive the first baseman. She's 0 for 1 today. 1 out in the top of the third. That's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty in the top of the third. There's a roller. That's going to get into center field. That's a clean single for Lane Drive. So there is a runner now. With 1 out, Lane Drive hits a single up the middle into center field. Clifford Kane, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Lane Drive does not have a lot of speed over at first base. Not a big threat to steal. Clifford Kane pops that one into foul territory. Nobody's going to be able to track that one down. So no balls, 1 strike with 1 out. That's in there. Low inside corner for called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. That's in there for called third strike. And Lane Drive still standing at first base, but now 2 outs. And Andre Candela, the second baseman who's locked in and fit, steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He's got bad jumps.
Here.
Yes, sir. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs in the top of the third. That's fouled off along the third base line. Count is evened up, 1 ball, 1 strike to Andre Candela, the third baseman. That one's high, ball 2. Bender is locked in himself. That's in there for a called second strike. We're looking at a full, an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bender delivers. Oh, just inside. Almost got Candela to swing. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. And there's a shot to Hanley Dexteres will pick it up, make the throw to first to retire the side. So here we go, bottom of the third, and it's still 0-0. Magic Moore's first at bat, Hurley Bender's first at bat, and then Hanley Dexteres, who's 0 for 1. Pulo's thrown 25 pitches, giving up a walk, 1 hit, and her ERA's at 171. Magic Moore, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He's hitting .395 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs on the season. Pulo delivers the first pitch inside, ball 1. That one's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That's over the outside corner for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a smash, and the second baseman, Cisneros, will pick it up, make the throw to Lane Drive for the first out. 1 down.
That's a pitching duel here, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Only 4 runs so far the whole game. Hurley Bender locked in. Better power hitter than most pitchers. Takes the first pitch in there. 100-mile-an-hour pitch from Cisneros. She wants to get back at him for that strikeout. That one's low, 102. She's whistling them in. 1 apiece, 1 out. Hits that one hard. It's a liner on the ground. A Pickle picks it up, throws it to first. Almost gets there, but not quite in time.
2 outs. Hanley Dexteres to shortstop. He's neutral and fit. Tough out. Utility player. He's 0 for 1 today. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's lifted just to Cisneros at second base, who's able to make the catch. 3 up, 3 down, and we're heading into the top of the 4th. Ada Cisneros, 0 for 1 with a K. Tara Lionaire, 0 for 1. Tig Tantrum, 0 for 1 with a K. And Bender's at 43 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits. ERA's at 3.72. Ada Cisneros, the second baseman, is locked in and fit.
Cisneros
0 for 1 today.
Cisneros is dangerous. She's a great power. In fact, the outfield's going to go. The first one's in for a strike by Hurley. But Cisneros could put things ahead for the Crocs here with 1 old swing of the bat. Check swing, strike 2. Bender's in the driver's seat. He's going up against a whiffer. His 46th pitch is going to be slider. Popped up, Buster Biggs waving it off. He's underneath. He's got all day. That thing almost hit the roof. 1 out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Tara Leonera, 0 for 1. Solid power hitter. Outfield going to play deep for her as well. Average contact, 296, 2 home runs she's got in the season. But like we say, Hurley is locked in and in command. Looking good today. Both star pitchers. What a game to be at. First one misses. Second one makes it in. 1 apiece with 1 out. Top of the 4th, no score. I think only 5 runs in the whole game thus far. Not runs, hits. That one in the dirt, good trap by Monstour. Shakes it off. Gets his next signal wind up. 50th pitch. Check swing. Strike 2. And he's hoping to get out on 51. Low hit. She pushes that one into her own dugout. Still not up at 2 apiece. High and inside, that one misses. She doesn't go a full count. 3-2 to Tara Leonera. Wind up the delivery. Low inside corner, strike 3. She watched it go by. It's going to do a number. Tig. The crowd doesn't know what to do here. They used to cheer for him last year. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Hitting a quarter. The curveball misses high to Tig Tantrum. 1-0 the count. It goes right at it. 1 apiece. He's closing in on 60 pitches. Number 56 gets away from him. Good stand-up grab by Steve Monstour. Throws the next signal. Benner nods. Makes his delivery. Lets it go. Outside corner, strike 2. 2-2-2. At the top of the 4th inning, we got 1 more to go. Beat 1 more. 1 more. Inside corner, strike 3. Another K by Hurley Bender.
All right, yeah, he's putting on the afterburners, Tommy. Bottom of the 4th, Buster Biggs 0 for 1, Laura Franco 0 for 1, and Steve Monstour with a walk. Vita Pulo's at 35 pitches. Giving up a walk and a hit. Her ERA's down to 1.64, and like you say, this is a standoff, Tommy.
Yeah.
The left fielder,
Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit 0 for 1 today.
It's a game of the week kind of stuff. That one misses outside corner by Pulo. 1-0 the count. That one's high, just misses ball 2. She's quick on her delivery, putting them all right in there. 100 miles an hour right down the middle. She spits, winds up. Strike 2. She fouls 2 balls with 2 strikes. Now we're even. That one's in there, and he hits it hard straight to Cisneros. And they're going to throw out Biggs at first base.
Laura Franco, the first baseman's neutral and fit, but she's 0 for 1 today as well. Pulo's up to 40 pitches in the bottom of the 4th. That one's outside, ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. That one's high, ball 2. 2-1. Franco takes the next pitch. It's called strike. 2-2. That's fouled off along the third baseline, and Franco will get another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. There's a smash. That's going deep into left field. That's not going to get caught. And Laura Franco's pulling into second with a stand-up double. A 1-out double in the bottom of the 4th. Way to go, Franco. Steve Monstour, the catcher, steps in.
That thing was off the wall. That was close, Pete.
It was.
This crowd was into it now. They're on their feet, cheering on Steve Monstour. He could hopefully do something here. He's got a fast runner at second base. First pitch misses. Well, that one's a strike. They're at 1 apiece. Medium pressure situation. Swings at a bad pitch, pops it up, and that's going to be grabbed by Condell at third for that 2nd out.
now batting.
Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, hero of the last game, neutral and fit, likes the high pitch. He's 0 for 1 today, though. Laura Franco standing at second base with 2 outs. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Billy LeBoink. That's a ground ball up the middle, and Pickle's going to pick it up and make the throw to first. And poor little boy can't run that fast, so he was out at first. 3 outs. So the Beewolves waste a double by Franco. It's still 0-0 as we head into the top of the 5th. The Crocodons with 3 hits, Beewolves with 2. Norton Pickle, Vinny Vortex, and Jovita Pulo going to step up it. Face off against Hurley Bender here. Pickle neutral and fit, 0 for 1 today, hitting 184 with a home run and 6 RBIs. First pitch. Oh, no. Okay, going to Hurley Bender. Oh, and there was some confusion about who's going to pick up the ball. At first they gave me Bertha Banks, then they gave me Hurley Bender, and ultimately he beat it out. So an infield single Vinny Vortex hitting 227.
Oh.
There's a shot. That's going up the middle into center field. That'll be a clean single. So Hurley Bender starting to wear here in the top of the fifth. The first two batters have reached. There's runners at first and second with nobody out. Jovita Pulo, the pitcher, steps in. She's 0 for 1 today. Pressure is up on Bender. And wait a minute. Okay. Throw back to Dexteras to keep the runner close. One ball, no strikes. Yeah, we're in for double play depth. I'm trying to right trigger up. No, that's okay. Wait. I'm gonna bunt. Okay, here we go.
All right. So the infield is going to bunt mode. Now inside ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. No outs in the top of the fifth. That's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike to Jovita Pulo. Runners at first and second. She's able to drop that one down, and the only play is to first base. Jovita Pulo has laid down a perfect sacrifice. Runners now at second and third with 1 out. Lane Drive, the first baseman, steps in. She's hitting .333 with 3 home runs. There's a shot that's going out into. Oh, that's a 2-runner. That's out in center field. Magic Moore misses, and 2 runs come in.
Damn it.
2-0.
Although I don't think even if he would have dove for it, I don't think he was going to get it. Clifford Kane, the center fielder, is 1 for 2 today. 2 runs cross the plate. The Crocodons take a 2-0 lead in the top of the fifth. 1 out with a runner at second base. Pitches low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. Now it's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
Oh.
Come on. Why?
Oh, that went straight past Bertha Banks in the left field. Another single.
Did not get the mitt down far enough for some reason, and that rolls into left field for another single. So there's runners at first and third now with 1 out. Andre Candela comes in. He's locked in. There's a roller to Banks.
Oh.
And they couldn't turn 2. Bertha Banks went to second and got the force, but they were unable to complete the transaction. Another run scores, making it 3-0 Crocodons, and there's a Candela standing at first base, and he's got some speed over there. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Bender seems to be wearing a little bit thin here. That's in there for a called second strike. Cisneros is known as a whiffer around the league. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And
Jeez.
Oh, come on. Bertha Banks dove to keep it in the infield, but you can't make the throw to first. So there's another infield single. Tara Leonaire, the catcher,
I don't know what to do
hitting
here.
286. Runner at second has bad jumps. Swing and a miss. Leonaire is out in front of that one. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Crocodons 3. Beewolves nothing. That one's low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leonaire is tense. That's popped up into foul territory just outside of the home plate. Monstour is there to make the catch for the 3rd out, but the damage is done. Crocodons pick up 3 runs.
Jeez.
Crocodons 3, Beewolves nothing. Gina Torrens 1 for 1, Bertha Banks 0 for 1, Imagine Moore 0 for 1. Jovita Pulo thrown 52 pitches with a walk and 2 hits. Gina Torrens, the second baseman's neutral and pitches 1 for 1 with a single.
Boy, that things fell apart there in the top of the fifth for the Beewolves. First pitch is there for a strike by Jovita Pulo. Second one's high for strike. Makes it in 2 quick strikes, and she's got Torrens against the wall. Misses on that one, ball 1. Bottom of the fifth inning, 3-0 Crocodons. And now she goes, fouls up with 2 balls, even up to 2 apiece. That one's in there. Gina Torrens hits it hard in the left field, but that's going to be caught by Tig Tantrum on left field.
Bertha Banks, the third baseman's neutral and fit. She's 0 for 1 though today. Had some issues in the field in the top half of the fifth. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. There's a smash to Pickle, the shortstop, will pick it up, make the throw to drive at first base to Tyre Banks. 2 quick outs, Tommy.
Yeah, they can't seem to put the offense on the board there yet. Magic Moore for 1 in the day as well. 386 and 2 home runs. Pops up an easy little fly ball. That'll be caught by the shortstop as he rages over. Pickle pulls it in. 1-2-3.
Top of the 6th, Crocodons 3, Beewolves nothing. Tig Tantrum 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Norton Pickle 1 for 2, and Vinny Vortex 1 for 2 with a K. Bender's at 77 pitches with 7 strikeouts, giving up 8 hits. His ERA's jumped up to a 4.64, Tommy.
Yeah, boy, he started the game so dominant. And he definitely got the shorter straw in the battle of the pitchers here today. Tig Tantrum looking a little tense. The tense Tig Tantrum. First one makes in for a strike by Bender, 0-1 the count. Check swing strike 2. Bender's upset about that last inning. He wants to get that out of his system. Flush that right down the toilet. That one misses outside. 1-2 the count. That one's a liner down the third base line. Foul ball. Still 1-2. Pitch number 82. Popped up. Bender's going to grab that himself, waving everybody off. Infield fly ball. Out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Norton Pickle's coming up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Got a smile on his face. Looking to do some damage. Good contact hitters, Pickle. Nice. Strike 1. Pickle's going to be looking for another strike. Anticipated that one. It goes to Torrens. Just out of her reach. She's a little too close to dive for it, but too far to catch it. Single in the right field puts him runner at first. Vinny Vortex comes up looking tense. Let's see what he was in the day. Runner at first base isn't slow, but doesn't have a ton of speed. First one's in it for a strike. 1-1 the count. That's a liner out in the left field. The Boink's going to pick it up, throw it to first. Not in time. And again, 2 quick singles. The Crocodons have found their sweet spot, and they're hitting one after another. Pulo's up 0 for 1 on the day. She got runners at first and second with 1 out. Beewolves hoping for a double play. She flashes bunt, pulls it back, strike 1. That one's in ball 1. So Steve Monstore's getting ready to make that throw. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. The locked in Ovita Pulo gets a bunt down there. Steve Monstour got to go to third. There's no other place. Everyone was already on the bag. 2 outs. A good sacrifice bunt there by Pulo. Leanne Drive comes up 2 for 3 with a double and a single. 2 RBIs. With 2 outs in the top of the 6th, she pops that one up. Billy the Boink's running over, but it's going to land against the wall. Foul ball. 0 in the count. I think the crowd thought he should have gone for that. Bender coming up on his 92nd pitch. This is ball 1 in the 6th inning. 90. There's the strike. Bender's losing a lot of stuff. Oh, a little pop-up. Billy the Boink's not going to be able to make it there. Doggone, another run's coming in.
2
runs. Boy, that one went just over the head.
On a bloop fly.
Yeah.
Scored 2.
Unbelievable. This is pulling away from the Beewolves here. 5-0 now. There's a liner to Magic Moore, but he's going to grab that one in center field for the 3rd out.
So the Crocodons kind of got the offense fired up here in the 5th and 6th. The Crocodons 5 runs on 11 hits. Beewolves no runs on 2 hits. Bender, Dexteras, and Biggs going to face Pulo, who's thrown 61 pitches, giving up a walk and 2 hits. Her ERA is down to 1.5. Hurley Bender is tense now.
Did we take him out?
He's 0 for 1 today. Yeah, go ahead. He's over. Oh, did I do that?
Yeah.
Am I hitting or are you hitting?
I'm hitting.
Who do you want?
Whoever's got the freshest. Well, I guess anyone, and then
yeah, Freddie Knox, Benny Balmer. I wouldn't use Peck because she's tense. Green or Foster.
Yeah, go ahead, you pick.
All right. So let's go with Ruby Green. Ruby Green stepping in for Hurley Bender, who's going to call it a day early. But he started to get, like as Tommy was saying, he's starting to get rocked a little bit here in the 5th and the top of the 6th. So
I guess that's all you got to say.
That's it. Ruby Green hitting .217 with a home run, 2 RBIs, ball 1. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes to Ruby Green. It's popped up into the outfield. Right fielder is making the call, and Vortex picks it up for the first out. 1 out.
The shortstop.
Hanley Dexter's 0 for 2. Still 304 on the season. The crowd hoping Hanley puts something in here. Get them on the board. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Second pitch inside, but he swings. Foul ball, strike 1, 1 apiece. That one's low, ball 2. And Poodle's not putting them all down the middle. Ball 3. She looks like she's losing a little bit on her velocity as well. That one's right in there, but it's a late swing by Dexter's. Strike 2, 3-2, full count. That one's right in there. Hanley strikes out.
Now back.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder's tense but fit. He's 0 for 2 today. Hitting 300 on the season. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And wow. That's inside, ball 1. That's lifted into center field, but it'll carry far enough for Kane to get it. 3 up, 3 down, and we're going into the top of the 7th. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Tommy. Nothing Jovita Pulo is doing seems mystical. She doesn't seem that. Yeah. And yet, you can't. Nobody's hitting her very well. Just can't do it. Pinch hitter Ruby Green is going to be replaced with Benson Rushmore, the relief pitcher. Rushmore with a 6.75 ERA, a 1.5 WHIP, and 10 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got about average velocity, a little less than average junk, and his accuracy can suffer at times. He's fully rested, though. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So he'll be taking over pitching duties for Hurley Bender. As we head into the top of the 7th, it's 5-0 Crocs. Andre Candela, 1 for 3. Ada Cisneros, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. And Tara Leonaire, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Rushmore with that 6.75 ERA. Andre Candela, the second baseman's neutral and fit. He's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI today. Rushmore delivers. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's popped up behind home plate. Steve Monstour is out. He's under it, makes the catch for the first out. 1 out.
The second baseman.
Ada Cisneros, the second baseman's locked in at pitch. She's known as a whiffer, but she's 1 for 3 today with a single. 1 out in the top of the 7th. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the 7th. There's a smash. That's going to be foul ball. Hard smash along the first baseline. Just went foul. But Cisneros is known as a whiffer. There's a ground ball to Bertha Banks. Will pick it up, make the throw for the second out. And Cisneros has lost a little. Tara Leonaire is tense but fit, but she's hitting 0 for 3 today. Leonaire playing catcher for the Crocodons today. Rushmore delivers. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's fouled off along the third baseline, and Leonaire is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Oh, just outside with that offering. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. That's inside, ball 2, and the count has gone even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rushmore at 10 pitches. That's smashed foul along the third baseline into the stands. There'll be no play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that's a smash into center field. That'll get down for a clean single. And now we have a runner at first with 2 outs. Tig Tantrum's tense but fit. He's 0 for 3 today, but he is known as an RBI man. The runner at first does not have a lot of speed. There's a smash foul along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike. Rushmore delivers high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tig Tantrum, former Sandcat. Knows the place well. Fouled that one off. Now he finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Tantrum hitting a lowly 167 on the season, although he has been a recent pickup for the Crocodons. That one's inside. The count has gone even. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. That one's low. The count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And that's popped up behind home plate, and Steve Monstour is back. And it just bounces off the wall for a foul ball. So even full count 3-2, there's a roller going to be to Hanley Dexteros. They'll barehand it, pick it up, make the throw to Franco for the 3rd out. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th, Tommy. We've only managed 2 hits on Pulo so far, but it's Crocodons 5, Beewolves nothing. Alora Franco 1 for 2 with a double. Monstour 0 for 1 with a walk. Billy LeBlanc 0 for 2. Pulo's at 72 pitches. Franco, the first baseman's 1 for 2 with a double, hitting .385 this season.
Yeah, we got 10 less hits than the Crocodons and 5 less runs. First pitch misses for a ball. 1-0 count. That was a hard hit by Franco to deep right center field. It's going back, and it's off the. Oh my gosh, she forgot to run. The throw into second, she slides into second with a sliding double. Oh my gosh, thought it was a home run.
Steve Monstour, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Alora Franco standing at second base with nobody out. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Monstour. That's high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Steve Monstour, the catcher. That's outside, ball 3. 3-1 to Steve Monstour. There's a roller to first base, and Lane Drive will pick it up and step on first for the 1st out, but Franco was able to get the 3rd. A single can score a run here.
Billy LeBlanc coming up. Like Pete said, he had a big game last game. Bottom of the 7th. It's way ahead of that one. Pulls it into the Crocodons dugout. Swings at a Texas leaguer to left field. That's going to land in there for a single for Billy LeBlanc, and that brings in the first run for the Beewolves. Fans got something to cheer about now.
All right. We cracked the seal, Tommy. Gina Torrens, the second baseman, neutral fit. 1 for 2 with a single. Billy LeBlanc at first base does not have a lot of speed. Not a threat to steal. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Torrens just ripped the cover off the ball, and it's going to be caught by Vinny Vortex in right field for the 2nd out, and LeBlanc is able to get back to first safely. So 2 outs now with the runner at first.
Well, that one leapt off the bat. I thought, Bertha Banks. There she is.
No. Why?
Easy pop up to the shortstop. Pickle grabs that one for the 3rd out.
Going into the top of the 8th, it's 5-1 Crocodons. Norton Pickle 2 for 3. Vinny Vortex 2 for 3 with a strikeout. And Jovita Pulo 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Rushmore threw 20 pitches in his 1 inning of work.
Wow. Norton Pickle 2 for 3, 2 singles. Rushmore's got to do a little quicker work. Nice slider in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Pickle. We said a good contact hitter at 225. Fouls that one off behind the net, and quickly Rushmore is in the driver's seat. Number 44, hoping to put him away right here. Oh, he swings at a bad pitch. Bertha Banks picks it up, but that's just foul. The call a little late. Got some Crocodons fans back there. Rushmore hoping to sit him down. Swing at him a strike 3. Way to go, Benson. Vinny Vortex comes up, looking like he's going to do some welding. Them specs. Rushmore has an itch, scratches, gets a signal from Monstour, winds up, tosses. Nice slider inside corner, strike 1 on the count. Good contact hitter, Vortex. He makes contact. Bertha Banks picks it up, bare hands it, whips it over to first. 2 outs. Good pace here, Pete. Good defense. Jovita Pulo locked in 0 for 1, but she's going to stay in. They're going to keep her in. Better contact hitter than most pitchers. Benson Rushmore not afraid of her. His 27th pitch gets her way fooled. Inside corner, swinging by strike 1, 0-1 the count. Fastball strike 2. Rushmore's going to sneeze and then put her away. Bless you, Rushmore. Gets a signal from Monstour. I love the delivery. Winds up, tosses it in, swinging him a strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout. Way to go, Benson.
All right, we're heading into the bottom of the 8th. Crocodons 5 runs on 12 hits. Beewolves 1 run on 4 hits. Magic Moore 0 for 2. Benson Rushmore's first at bat. And Hanley Dexteros 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Pulo's at 85 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, giving up 4 hits. And their ERA is at 1.75. Magic Moore, the center fielder, is 0 for 2 today.
Now in the game,
Tierra Leonaire, the catcher, is going to be pulled in favor of Evan Chukov. Evan Chukov taking over duties as catcher. He's got no errors, a 185 ERA. I mean average. Yeah, ERA. 185 average. No home runs. He's neutral and feeling well. He does not have a lot of speed, but his fielding and his arm are excellent. He's obviously a defensive substitution, Tommy, as they get ready to put this game away. There's a hit into left field. Tick Tantrum's going to pick it up, get it in, just over the jumping Pickle at shortstop. So a leadoff single.
Well, don't underestimate that first pitch. If it's in there, Rushmore looking over at the first base coach, bottom of the eighth.
Want to go, yeah, bottom of the eighth. We don't have much. All right, I think I'm gonna have to go that route, right? I have to.
Rushmore's got Magic Moore on first base, and the skipper for the Beewolves is looking to make a substitution. He does. Benson Rushmore's gonna have a seat. They're gonna put in Freddie Knox to pinch hit. Freddie Knox, you know him for his contact and his speed, so if Knox can get on here, we can do some damage. First pitch right in there, hit hard, but it's a liner to Candela. It's going to be a double play. 1 and 2.
All right, then. There you go. That's down ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. There's a fly ball to center field that'll be caught for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 in a roundabout way.
Yeah, boy.
So off with a single, and then
do we go with the close?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could if you wanted to. I'd rather save him though, since he's doing so well. I'd hate for him to get bombed here.
Do I bring in Winder? I mean,
I think he just pitched, didn't he? He just pitched in the last game he took over.
I'm just worried about tiring out. I'm worried about tiring out all of our bullpen though.
Yeah. Well, Winder will probably be ready by the next game. So you just need a game in between, really. Freddie Knox, pitcher, is going to be replaced by Tats Belfour, the relief pitcher. He's got a 6.52 ERA, a 1.76 WHIP, 8 strikeouts. He's feeling neutral and fit. He's got less than average velocity, average junk, and less than average accuracy, but he's fully rested. He's walk prone. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So as we head into the top of the 9th, it's Crocs 5 runs on 12 hits, Beewolves 1 run on 5 hits, Lane Drive 3 for 4 with a double, Clifford Kane 2 for 4 with a strikeout, Andre Candela 1 for 4, Tats Belfour with that 6.52 ERA will take over on the bump. Lane Drive is neutral and fit. She's 3 for 4, a double, 2 singles, and she's got 4 RBIs today, Tommy. She's responsible for the bulk of the Crocodon runs.
Jeez.
Tats Belfour winds up, delivers for a strike. Strike 1. That's in there for a called second strike, and Lane Drive finds herself behind in the count. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. That's popped up on the infield. Tats Belfour's calling everybody off. He's going to make the catch for the 1st out. Clifford Kane, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Hitting .360. Kane playing center field for the Crocodons. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a roller to Dexteris, who's going to pick it up, make the throw, and get him in time for the 2nd out. So 2 quick outs. Andre Candela, the second baseman, neutral and fit. He's 1 for 4 today with a single and an RBI. So there's your 5 runs. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Candela, the third baseman for the Crocodons. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Candela seems eager to get off on one of these pitches. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. That's in there for a called strike. That evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And there's a roller to, and nobody's going to get it. And, again, with the defensive confusion.
Number 16.
Because it's, okay, whatever. So he is able to beat out what was literally a bunt. And there's a shot And Bertha Banks reaches out, makes the catch on the line drive for the third out. So a little defensive confusion, but it didn't hurt anything. Crocodons 5, Beewolves 1. Buster Biggs, Alora Franco, and Steve Monstour. We need 4 to tie, 5 to win, boys and girls. So Vitapulo's at 89 pitches at this point. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, is tense and fit. He's 0 for 3 today, though.
Yeah, you could have swapped him if you wanted. Here goes the first pitch. Strike 1. Oh, the count. Buster Biggs. Second pitch. Swinging a strike 2. And Polito's going to put him away with 3 pitches. Oh, hits that one down the third baseline. Foul ball. Oh, the count. Inside corner. Ball 1. Good patience there by Buster Biggs. Hits that one hard. Souvenir on the first baseline. Foul ball. Bad pitch high and inside. 2 apiece. Bottom of the ninth. 5-1 Crocodons.
No.
Oh, high strikeout. 0 for 4 on the day.
Laura Franco, the first baseman's neutral and fit. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. That was. I didn't mean to kill myself. That's smashed foul along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Franco behind in the count. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's popped up into center field, and the center fielder, Kane, is under it to make the catch. 2 outs.
Steve Monstour's got a lot of work to do here. So 0 for 2 on the day. He's got power against right-handers. See what we can do. Rita Poole is going to go the full game. So he's losing some velocity. First pitch misses in there. Ball 1. Second one's ball 2. Our 104th pitch coming up right here. Also outside. 3 quick balls. And it's 3-0 to Steve Monstour, who doesn't have to swing anymore. That one's a strike. 3-1. And ball 4. He walks it. He's trying to get her out of the game, Pete. It's a good move.
Yes. Billy LeBlanc, the right fielder's neutral and fit. He likes the high pitch. He's 1 for 3 today with a single and an RBI. There goes Jovita Pulo. She's going to be pulled in favor of Raleigh Overo, the relief pitcher. So we're going from a superstar to A+. Overo, the relief pitcher's got a 2.4 ERA, a .73 whip, and 18 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got great velocity. Great junk and great accuracy. He's not fully rested, though. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Runner at first base with 2 outs. There's a shot that's going to get into left field, and that's going to land in front of Tantrum. So a quick base hit, now 2 outs with runners at first and second.
Pressure up here for Gita Torrance. 1 for 3 with a single. Still hitting .449 on the season. Boy, a home run by Gina, her first of the season, would get this within 1 run. That one's right in there for a strike. A changeup looks like. 0-1 the count. That one's in there hit hard. It's a liner, though, straight to Pickle. He's going to throw it to first and end the game. 3 outs. And the Beewolves lose.
Yep. And no.
What?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Beewolves lose. It's a happy day.
It was a defensive pitching duel with nothing on the board for the first 4 innings, and then the Crocs found their rhythm in the 5th, getting 3 runs. They just lit Hurley Bender up. All of a sudden, they solved them. And they came back in the 6th and continued to punish them, got 2 more, getting their 5 runs by the end of the 6th inning. The Beewolves answered back quickly in the 7th, getting just 1. But you can see there at the end, 13 hits to 6, 5 runs to 1. The Crocodons really won this game solidly.
Yeah. It was one-sided. I mean, it wasn't a blowout by any stretch of the imagination. Again, even though it was 13 hits, they were scattered. It wasn't like they got 13 hits in just the 5th and 6th inning.
Yeah.
So by and large, they kept the threat down. It was just like you said, the 5th and the 6th inning, they were able to get a couple of runs across the board. I don't know if it was as much pitching as there was a couple of defensive situations that you kind of shake your head at, and I don't get it. But it was a complete lack of offense.
Tig Tantrum is the only Croc that goes over 4 on the day. He couldn't quite figure it. Strikes out twice, so he didn't have a good day back in Phoenix for his first time. But you had Lane Drive go 3 for 5, getting a run with 4 RBIs. He's got to be player of the game. Kane goes 2 for 5. Candela 2 for 5. Cisneros goes only 1 for 5, strikes out. No home runs today, Pete. Not a single home run.
Nope.
So these 2 pitchers weren't going to let that. Well, the 4 pitchers weren't going to let that happen.
Yeah, they kept the ball in the park, which was good, but and a lot of strikeouts, like I said, for Hurley Bender. He did a really good job. He was rolling for a while there, and then, like I say, it just kind of, it was, you look over there at the Beewolf side, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 2 for 4. Franco had a good day, 0 for 2, but he walked twice, so he was on base twice.
Yeah.
2 for 4, 1 for 4, 0 for 3, 1 for 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bender was 0 for 1, Green 0 for 1. Freddie Knox, you bring him in off there, and he doesn't do much. So
yeah,
it hurt. It does. The lack of offense.
For pitching, Pulo comes out and shows why she's the 6th-ranked player in the entire league. She goes 8 2/3 inning. Couldn't quite close it out because she had over 100 pitches. She got only 5 hits in 9 innings. Just like coming into the game, she kept it going through this one. Only just 1 earned run, walked 2 batters, struck 2 out. Her ERA is an amazing 1.63. She's 3-0 on the season.
Yeah.
And then the $14+ million reliever Overo comes in, throws a third of an inning, only gives up 1 hit. His ERA is at 2.35. He's 1-0 on the season. That's a real tough pitching team.
That is, yeah. Like you say, you knew you were going to struggle against Pula, but I think we did a good job. We made her throw pitches. We didn't jump on a lot of first pitches. Yeah. We kept her pitch count up, which is what you got to do,
Yeah.
But man, you just really couldn't get a good, swing on her. I mean, you just couldn't drive the ball very well. I mean, with the exception of Alora Franco. Nobody was really hitting the ball very well off of her,
Yeah.
Over there for the Beewolves, Bender goes 6 innings. He gives up 11 hits, 5 earned runs. He struck out 7, but his ERA goes back up to 5.24 after struggling and getting it down to like 3-something. He's now back up to 5.24. His record falls to 1 win, 2 losses. Rushmore came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, had 2 strikeouts himself. His ERA comes down to 5.4. His record is no wins, no losses, but he does have 1 save. Tats Belfour pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit. His ERA is at 5.91, and his record is 1-0. 3 stars of the game. First star is exactly who Tom thought it would be. Lane Drive, the first Crocodon first baseman. She went 3 for 5 with a double, 4 RBIs, and scored a run. And like we said, she's the bulk of their offense.
Yeah, she is. Second star is their star pitcher who almost went the whole game, Rita Pulo, 8 2/3 inning. Number 27 gets only 5 hits off her, 1 earned run, and 2 doubles. 2 walks.
Right. And then the third star of the game, the only Beewolf to make the list, Laura Franco, obviously the first baseman. She was 2 for 4 today, and she hit 2 doubles and she scored a run. So she scored the lone Beewolf run.
Wow, 2 doubles in that second one. She forgot to take that extra base till the last second. But,
Tommy G had 4 hits and 3 strikeouts for a 47% contribution. Pete J with 2 hits, 1 RBI, and he had 6 strikeouts for a 53% contribution.
Well, that's the only time we're playing that team during the regular season.
That sucks.
Play. Yeah,
I really wish we would have had another shot.
Yeah. Yeah, they beat us soundly, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and again, like I said, I still hold my head up. I mean, it wasn't like they thrashed us 13-1 or
Right.
It was 5-1, and really it was just those 2 innings. And I think if you went back and you looked at it, again, it wasn't like they were rocking us. It was a single here, it was there with balls hit to the right area of the field. That's all,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can catch. We're going to Florida next. We can catch that Heaters Water Bullets game if we want to watch a game in El Viejo. It's up to you. Or not.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that later. So anyway.
Yeah.
The next game will be in Fort Lauderdale. We'll be playing those freebooters, so that's one we should win. But you can't win them all.
I was going to say, well, we seem like we're I wouldn't count our chickens. I've been even in the previous game, we did win it. We did win it, and but it was, if it weren't for the 3-run home run by Billy LeBoyne, we would have lost that game.
Yeah.
And so it's just starting to feel like maybe we're starting to see the beginning of like an offensive kind of drought, you know?
Yeah.
So, I would like to see us come out in the next game and really, really explode with some offense and show that we can still put it on the board, because we've struggled the last 2 games at least.
Yeah. All right. Well, until that next game, we'll see you on the road. So that'll be interesting. So until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.